Hey everyone, how you doing? So for those of you that don't know, my name is Darren. I'm a nutritional therapist, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing a few couple of tips that's going to help you with regards to managing long COVID, which is a pretty serious issue because there are quite a few sufferers out there. So I hope this can help. Before I begin, do please like and share this video. So long COVID. So let me just basically back up a bit and just explain very briefly about the latest research on the how we've kind of got to this state of long COVID. So the latest research actually shows that the infection of COVID-19 itself has actually an effect on some proteins that actually live and actually located on the surface of our cells, and these proteins actually help to regulate the functions in the cell. So what happens? They actually become damaged in during the infection of COVID-19, and then they become less in number. So what then that happens, that leads to a dysfunction, because as I said, they basically have a role in the functions of the cells. So when they become affected, when they become less in number, yeah, that's causing like a whole disarray of dysfunction within the body. Then that has a knock-on effect on mitochondria. So mitochondria, all right, is basically, if you imagine there's a town, all right, and in this town you've got a factory, yeah, and this factory produces energy for the town, so it creates electricity, turns on the lights, yeah, it helps the town function, all right. So now what happens is that also affects, the infection also affects mitochondria, all right, and now mitochondria is affected, so now obviously, there's an effect on your energy levels, but, mitochondria is not just important for energy, it's also important for the functions of the brain, for the function of the muscle. That has a knock-on effect and creates neurological issues. And that also has an impact on immune function, yeah? So the immune system is now basically taking a hit as well. And that has that's basically leads to an altered state in terms of how the immune system is also functioning as well. So now if you imagine your immune system, right, if your immune system is like the police of your town, yeah. So now the immune system is being affected. So now your police can't do its job effectively, and kind of govern and control what's going on in the town. And there's a whole disarray going on, yeah. So there's a whole disarray going on within your cells, within your body, right? Because the immune system is also taking a hit and it's been altered in its function. So now the response of the immune system is altered. So now that during that altered response, there's a lot of information that's being created. And also during that process as well of the immune system being affected, certain parts of the immune system also suppressed as well. Okay, which can lead to basically overgrowth as well of other pathogens. So that then leads on to kind of like what's called dysbiosis. Yeah, so there's another thing to do with during long COVID is actual dysbiosis. There's dysbiosis basically means there's an imbalance of your gut flora. All right, so the microbes and microbiome in the gut. All right. So you've got an imbalance of you've got dysbiosis, which is an imbalance of your gut flora. So now that basically means you've got less beneficial bacteria, which are anti-inflammatory, that are being produced. Okay, and because they're anti-inflammatory, obviously that's going to give rise to inflammation. All right. Now that also gives rise to other opportunistic species that are highly inflammatory. So again, creating more inflammation. So you see the pattern that's going on here, right? Lots more inflammation always being created, okay, due to these knock-on effects, yeah? Like a pebble being thrown into along the river, and it's been having a knock-on effect. All right. So that's essentially what's happened with regards to what the latest research kind of shows with regards to the genesis of long COVID, and then obviously with also as well with dysbiosis, the imbalance that can lead to overgrowth of fungal overgrowth as well, because you've got to remember these these certain species, these certain bacteria also play a role in suppressing certain other species so that they don't get out of control. And obviously once they kind of go low in number, then that creates a whole kind of party for the rest to come up and obviously act up and basically cause havoc in your city, i.e. your cells and your body. Okay, so what can be done to help manage this? So plant-based diet, plant-based vegan diet, all right? So which is really the kind of no surprise, because what you need to do, you really need to get a hold and get manage that inflammation, because there's a lots of inflammation that's being created. So when you go plant-based, vegan, all right, that essentially means obviously you're cutting out meats and stuff, which is good, because obviously meats are acidic, in types meats, fish, chicken, and all that's that's causes acidity in the body, and which causes inflammation, and we don't want any more inflammation, right? In addition to things like dairy products as well, highly acidic, highly inflammatory, produce a lot of mucus, or basically inflammatory producing, all right, things of that nature. So, so number one is a diet basically that's plant-based vegan diet that's going to help you massively to reduce inflammation. And also number two, curcumin is a good thing to actually introduce into your diet as well. All right, so curcumin is the highly potent anti-inflammatory compound that you find in turmeric, which is your Indian spice. Yeah, some of you may have that in your cupboards already. Right, so that's really good at helping as an really good potent anti-inflammatory. Yeah, so in addition to vitamin D is also very good for helping to kind of play a part in helping to regulate the immune system as well. So that's going to help you as well, be very beneficial for you. And then also as well, you also want to reduce histamine, because as a part of inflammation, you've got a lot of histamine that's being produced. So now what you need to do as well, you need to reduce histamine. So you want to be making sure as well, you're on a real low histamine diet. Yeah, so histamine, so anything that's in basically any foods that are fermented, foods like bread, sauerkraut, sour, anything that's basically fermented in that regard. What else is there? So bread, dairy products like cheeses, those are fermented. What else? Other things, that are fermented basically as well, in addition to dairy, in addition to honey breads as well. All right, so you want to get rid of all fermented food. Vinegar, apple cider vinegar is included in that, so that's fermented. So you want to basically get rid of that, because those are basically all cause lots of histamine. So do your research on that. You can Google that and to see low histamine diet and what foods are producing a lot of histamine. As I said, I just gave you a few there. All right then, guys, so hopefully that helps you with regards to kind of managing long COVID, and as I said, do please like and share this video for me. And if you do need any further assistance, send me a DM, I should say, and always happy to help. All right, then, you take care until the next time.